Okay, so let's move on to your second part ng solid mensuration, which is the solid geometry. So ito na yung pinaka main part ng solid mensuration, which is we talk about the space figures. Okay, so unang-una sa lahat, so we are going to discuss your cube, or this is what as known as your hexahedron. Okay. So take note po, when we say cube, this is a regular solid. So when we say regular solid, pare-parehas yung kanyang mga sides. Okay? So all of the faces are squares. And take note po dito, um, ang ating total surface area from the word hexa, meaning anim na face. Okay, so we have the top and bottom and yung apat na sides or lateral area natin. Okay, so therefore, total surface area, so this is equal to 6e squared, wherein yung ating e, so this is the edge or this is the side of the cube. Okay? And we have your lateral surface area. So, kapag sinabi mong lateral surface area, ito yung mga nakatayong area. Okay? So, this is equal to 4e squared. Okay? So, take note po, tatanggalin lang natin dyan yung nasa taas at saka nasa baba. Okay? Kasi nakahiga yung mga yan. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha yung volume naman ng cube? So, for a volume of a cube, so that is volume is equal to E cube. Okay? So, pero bago natin bago tayo mag-solve ng ano natin dito, ang mga problem, so let us first take a look on your cube. Okay? So, as you can see here, so meron tayong dalawang lines dito broken line. Okay? So, take note po, yung red line na to, so itong red line dito, so this is what we call your face diagonal. Okay? So, from the word face, so kukuha ka lang ng diagonal dun sa may um, pinaka-square natin dito. Okay? So, face square. So, ito yung face diagonal. Okay? So, paano natin yung makukuha? So, that is E multiplied to the square root of 2. Okay? Kasi nga po, take note po, may right triangle tayo dito na mapo-form. This is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. And derive na rin yung formula natin dito na E square root of 2. Okay? So, dyan nakuha yan sa 45, 45, 90 na triangle. Okay? So, we have also your space diagonal. So, from the word is space, so dadaan siya sa pinaka-space. So, ito siya. So, mas mahaba siya kaysa sa face diagonal, no? Okay? So, take note po, dito, yung space diagonal natin is yung naka-color blue na broken line. So, ito siya. Okay? So, ano natin? Lagyan natin dito. Ito siya. Yan yung space diagonal. So, sige. Let's move on to the next sample. So, a cube has an edge length of 12. So, E is equal to 12. So, nandiyan na yun sa figure. So, ano daw yung surface area and volume? So, kapag sinabi mong surface area, this is your total surface area. Pero kapag may sinabing lateral area lang, so we will consider only yung mga nakatayo. Pero kapag surface area, walang sinabi na um, kung ano-ano, kundi surface area lang. So, we are assuming here that this is the total surface area. Okay, so hanapin daw natin yung total surface area or the volume at saka yung volume. Okay, so since this is a cube, so volume of a cube is equal to E cube. And this is now equal to um 12, the quantity cube. So therefore, what is 12 cube equal to? So 12 cube, this is equal to 1,700 28 cubic centimeters. Okay? And for your total surface area, so overall area ito, no? So this is now 6 squared. So since this is a 6 face solid, so this is now 6 multiplied by 12, the quantity squared. So this is now 6 multiplied by 12 squared is equal to 864 cm squared. And this is actually letter A. Okay? So next tayo, let's move on to number 28. So number 28. So if the space diagonal of a cube is 4 meters, so paki-troubleshoot to, it must be 4 square root of 3 meters. So troubleshoot. So hindi nalagay yung square root of 3. So if the space diagonal of a cube is 4 square root of 3, what is its volume? So ano daw yung volume natin dito? So take note po ulit, yung volume ng cube is equal to E cube. Okay, so pero binigay sa atin space diagonal. So that is equal to 4 square root of 3. Okay, so from here, kunin na lang natin yung edge or yung side ng cube. So this is now, so what's your space diagonal equal to? So this is equal to E square root of 3 and this is now equal to 4 square root of 3. So take note po, pwede natin i-cancel dito yung square root of 3. So ang matitira is E equal to 4. So therefore, V now is equal to, okay, 4 cube. So therefore, V now is equal to what? So 4 cube is equal to 64 cubic meters. Letter C. So next, space figure. So we have the parallelepiped, or this is what we know to be your rectangular prism. So for your parallelepiped or rectangular prism, yung volume natin dito is LWH. Okay, so wherein yung L is the length. So nasan yung length natin dito? Ito. Okay, so W is the width. So ito siya. Then yung H natin dito, this is the height or the altitude. Okay? Mga box. Okay? So one good example here is a box or a bin. Okay? Ayan. So sige. Try nating isolve yung susunod na problem natin. So number 29. So yan. So a rectangular bin measuring 4 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet is tightly filled with bricks. Okay, as you can see in the figure, no? So meron tayo ditong container. Okay, tapos nilagyan natin ng bricks. Okay, so tightly filled with bricks, each measuring. So that is 8 by 4 by 2. Okay, 8 by 4 by 2 inches. So how many bricks are inside the rectangular bin? Okay? So ang gawin muna natin dito, since this is a rectangular bin or parallelepiped, so kukunin muna natin yung total volume. Okay? Para alam natin yung kabuuan ng ating solid. Okay? So from your formula, so parallelepiped is equal to length times width times height. So therefore, volume now is equal to 4 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet. Okay, lagay natin yung units kasi hindi hindi compatible yung mga units natin dito. So 4 by 3 by 2. So this is equal to 24 feet cube. Okay? So, yan yung total natin. So, kunin naman natin ngayon kung yung kada brick. Okay? So, kung pinag-uusapan natin yung per brick, so volume per brick is equal to 8 inches by 4 inches by 2 inches. So, this is now equal to what? So, 8 by 4 by 2. So, this is 64 cubic inches. Okay? This is per brick. So, ngayon, kung kukunin natin yung total number of bricks. So, number of bricks. So, ang gawin na lang natin dito is that, okay, this is now equal to your total volume over volume per brick. Para makuha natin yung number of bricks natin. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to 24 feet cube all over 64 inch cube per brick. Pero take note po, hindi po compatible yung units natin dito, no? So, we are going to convert cubic inches into feet cube. Okay, so this is now multiplied by in 1 foot, that is 12 inches. So, hindi pa yan naka-cube. So, we are going to cube this one. So, ano mga magka-cancel? Okay, yung cubic feet, ano pa? Okay, yung inch cube dito, tapos yung inch cube dyan. So, therefore, this is now 24 divided by 64 divided by 12 cube. So, therefore, this is now 648. And ano yung unit natin? So, tataas yung brick. So, therefore, yan na yung magiging unit natin. So, 648 bricks. Okay, letter. Okay, letter C. Okay? So, punta naman tayo sa next solid natin. Okay? So, okay na tayo sa parallelepiped. So, cylinder or right circular cylinder. Okay? So, take note po, ang ano natin dito, base natin dito is a-circle. Okay? Ayan. So, ano po ang volume natin dito? Okay. So, volume is equal to pi r squared h. Okay. So, your lateral area. So, kung ikakat natin yung ating cylinder dito sa ano, sa portion na to. So, kung bubuklatin natin yan, so para lang siyang rectangle, okay? So, which is equal to, okay, yung lateral area natin, that is the circumference multiplied by the height, okay? Or that is equal to, okay, 2 pi r h. So, yung 2 pi r dito, this is the circumference of the circle multiplied by h, okay? Ayan. So, we have also the total surface area. Okay, so yung lateral area plus yung area ng top and bottom circle natin. Okay, so this is now 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. So, saan nanggaling yung 2 pi r squared? So, yung area ng circle dito sa taas at yung area ng circle dito sa baba. Okay, meron pa ditong area ng circle. So, yan yung ano natin, total surface area. So, sige. Let's move on to the next problem. Okay, so we have here a annulus. Okay? So annulus or ito yung tinatawag nating cylinder, it a hole. Okay, may butas sa gitna. So, a 6 meter long pipe has an inside diameter. So, ito, inside diameter natin dito is 10 centimeters and wall thickness. So, ito, so this is 2. Tapos dito 2. Ayan. So, what is the volume of the material making the pipe? So, take note po, yung length ng ating ano dito, pipe natin dito is 6 meters or this is 600 centimeters. So, ang tinatanong is volume ng pipe. So, paano nga ba natin makukuha yung volume ng pipe? So, this is an annulus, okay? So, therefore, volume ng pipe is equal to, okay, yung ating volume ng big diam or big ano natin, big cylinder natin or volume ng cylinder, overall cylinder natin minus yung volume ng okay butas or volume ng hole. Okay natin dito. Okay? So take note po dito. Okay, yung ano natin, 10 centimeters natin, that's the inside diameter or inside diameter. So DI. DI is 10 centimeters. So therefore, yung ating R dito, so R, radius ng inside diameter is 5 cm. Okay? Whereas, kapag sinabi nating outside diameter or this is the overall. Overall. Okay? So therefore, DO natin dito, so kung kukunin lahat natin ito, so this is 2 plus 2 plus 10 is 14. So 14 centimeters. So therefore, yung ating radius ng outside diameter or ng outside natin is equal to 7. Okay? Or overall radius. Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to what? So this is now equal to pi a r o squared times h minus pi ri squared times h. Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to pi multiplied by, okay, yung ating RO or overall radius. So this is now 7 squared multiplied by 600 minus, okay, so this is pi, no? So pi multiplied by r. So that is 5 squared times yung h natin na 600. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So pi multiplied by 7 squared times 600 minus pi multiplied by 5 squared times 600. So this is equal to 45,238.93 cubic centimeters. That's letter A. Okay? Next tayo, number 31. So, a circular cylinder is circumscribed around a right prism. So, ibig sabihin nasa labas yung cylinder. Okay, tapos may pinasok tayong right prism. Okay? So, with 1 meter square base. Okay, so yung ano daw natin dito, yung cross section natin dito, yung edge natin or yung side natin is 1 meter. Okay. Tapos dito 1 meter rin. Okay, so if the cylinder's volume is, so V of the cylinder is equal to 6.283 cubic meters. So what is the height of the cylinder? Okay, so paano natin yan kukunin? Okay, ang problema ngayon natin dito is that wala tayong radius. Okay, but however, since yung ating right prism is nandun sa loob lang ng cylinder natin, so pwede nating ma-visualize na, okay, parang fit na fit yung ating um, square dito. Okay, since fit na fit siya, so therefore pwede tayo mag-project ng radius or diameter dito. So ito yung diameter natin dito. So meron tayong ma-form na, okay, right triangle. Okay, so that is now yung ating face diagonal is equal to the diameter of your cylinder. Okay? Ayan. So, and ano po ang face diagonal natin? So, this is equal to E square root of 2. Okay, or that is 1 square root of 2. Okay, kung kukunin naman natin dito yung radius, so therefore the radius now of the cylinder is kalahati lang ng diameter. So this is now equal to square root of 2 over 2 meters. Okay? So therefore, pwede na natin gamitin yung volume ng cylinder. Okay, so this is now, okay, 6.283 is equal to pi multiplied by r. So r is square root of 2 over 2, the quantity squared, multiplied by h. So, makukuha na natin yung h. So, that is 6.283 is equal to pi multiplied by square root of 2 all over 2 squared times h or times x. So, therefore, this is approximately, okay, 4 meters. Letter, okay, letter C. Okay? So, next tayo. So, sphere. So, ano naman tong sphere? So, ang one good example nito is a giant ball. Okay? Ayan. So, circular siya. So, take note po for the volume of the sphere. So, this is now equal to 4/3 pi r. So, this is not squared, no? Cube ito. So, pi r cube. So, wherein yung ating r, so that is now equal to the, okay, radius of the great circle. Okay? Ayan. And your TSA here or the total surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. Okay? So, meron pa tayo dito mga iba't ibang forms ng sphere. Like, for example, we have the hemisphere. So, this is the half of a sphere. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito sa volume is hahaltiin lang natin siya into two. And for your total surface area, hatiin lang natin siya into two. Plus yung, okay, area dito sa surface na sa taas. Okay? Next, spherical segment. So A is equal to 1/3 by h squared multiplied by 3r minus h. Wherein yung ating h, this is the height, the spherical segment. Ito yung h natin dito. And yung ating r, so this is the radius of the great circle pa rin. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so punta na tayo sa next problem. Okay, number 32. So, a sphere has a volume of 345 cm cube. So, ano daw yung ating diameter? So, V is equal to 345 cubic centimeters. So, ano daw yung diameter? So, ang una natin makukuha dito is yung ating radius. Kasi nga, ang ating formula for the volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, so therefore, this is now 345 is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. So, shift solve natin. Kunin natin yung r. So, this is now equal to 4.351. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha yung diameter? So, this is equal to twice ng ating r lang. So, this is twice ng 4.351. So, this is times 2. 8.702. So, therefore, this is letter A. Okay, so next tayo, number 33. So, a cube-shaped container with 2 inches is packed with 8 identical marbles and water. So, as you can see in the figure, so meron daw tayong cube dito at meron daw tayong finite na 8 marbles. Yan. So, ito yung cube, tapos may marbles dito sa ating loob ng cube. Okay, so with all marbles touching the container's wall and each other. So perfect fit sila, no? Dito sa loob. So how much volume does the water occupy? So hanapin daw natin yung volume ng tubig. So paano natin makukuha yung volume ng tubig? So syempre, ang dalawa lang naman yung nasa loob ng cube. Tubig at saka yung mga marbles. Eh di pag minusin na lang natin yung or i-minusin na lang natin yung volume ng marbles dun sa cube natin. So para makuha natin yung volume ng tubig. So therefore, volume ng tubig or volume ng water is okay, volume ng cube minus volume ng 8 marbles natin. Okay? Ayan. So, paano natin ngayon makukuha yung volume ng marbles? Okay? So, ang binigay lang sa atin is ito. Okay? Yung side ng cube natin. So, which is 2 inches. So, kung iti-take into account natin yung face na to, Okay, yung cross-section natin dito will be like this. Okay, as you can see, no? Okay, yan. So, this is 2. Okay, so since perfect fit sila, so therefore, dito, okay, so meron tayong radius dito na R. May radius tayo dito na R. May radius tayo dito na R. And may radius tayo na R dito. Kung i-equate natin yan sa apat na R, so 2 is equal to 4R. So therefore, yung radius ng ating marble is equal to 2/4 or 1/2. So makukuha na natin yung okay, volume ng water dito. So this is now, okay, 2 cube minus natin yung marble. So take note po, this is spherical. So this is now 8 multiplied by, so 8 marbles multiplied by volume of each marble. So this is now 4/3 pi multiplied by R. So which is equal to 1/2 the quantity cube. So therefore, this is now equal to 1. So 2 cube minus 8 multiplied by 4/3 pi 1/2 cube. So this is equal to 3.811. So this is letter C. Okay? So next, number 34. So a cube just fits inside a spherical shell. So as you can see in the figure, fit na fit yung cube natin dito. Okay. Now, if the volume of the cube is 2,744 cubic centimeters, so V ng cube is equal to 2,744 cubic centimeters. So, how much of the spherical shell remains unfilled? So, ibig sabihin, nahanapin daw natin yung volume na ito. Yung hindi na-fill nung ating, okay, ng ating cube natin dito. Okay, so therefore, volume unfilled is equal to yung volume ng sphere natin minus, okay, yung ating volume ng cube. So, pero ang problema natin ngayon dito is that um, wala tayong mga parameters kundi yung volume lang ng cube. Okay? So, paano natin yun i-relate dun sa ating spherical shell? So, as you can see here in the figure, so, kung perfect fit yung ating cube dito, okay, so malamang sa malamang, so, didikit yung sides ng cube natin dito sa ating shell. So, ito hanggang dito. So, therefore, kung kukunin natin tong portion na to, so ito, so this is now your, okay, space diagonal. So, take note po, space diagonal is equal to the diameter ng ating sphere. Okay, so paano natin makukuha yung space diameter? So this or space diagonal, I should say. So therefore, this is now equal to what? Okay, so space diagonal is equal to, okay, yung ating edge multiplied by square root of 3. Okay, pero wala pa tayo ditong ano, no? Wala pa tayo ditong edge. So, saan natin kukunin yung edge? Dito sa volume ng cube. So, therefore, your edge now is equal to the cube root of, okay, 2,744. So this is now equal to what? So cube root of 2744. So this is equal to 14. So therefore, yung space diagonal natin dito is 14 square root of 3. And this is your diameter ng sphere. So kung kukunin natin yung radius ng sphere, so this is now equal to 7 p square root of 3. So divided by 2 lang natin siya. Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to 1. Okay? So this is now equal to 4/3 pi multiplied by r cube. So this is 7 square root of 3, the quantity cube, minus yung volume ng cube, so which is 2744. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So volume unfilled is equal to, so 4/3 pi r cube minus 2744. So that is equal to 4,721.60. Or this is approximately equal to letter A. Letter A. Next tayo, number 35. Okay, so this is a spherical segment. So, bakit siya spherical segment? So, tingnan natin. So, a spherical tank with 4 meter diameter, or kung 4 meters yung diameter natin, so the radius is 2. Okay, and it holds 5.236 cubic meters of water. So, dito pa lang makikita natin na this is a spherical segment. So, bakit kanyo? So, kung titingnan natin yung tangke, ang pwede niya ma-fill is, okay, having a diameter or radius of 2. So, this is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. So, this is 2 cube. So, ito dapat yung ma-fill niya. So, 33.51. But however, so dito sa ating given, so that is 5.236 lang. So, hindi pa kalahati. Okay? Or wala pa sa kalahati yung na-fill niyang water. So, ibig sabihin, ganyan lang siya. Ganito lang siya. Okay? So, this is a spherical segment. Okay? Spherical segment lang kasi hindi puno. Okay? Ayan. So now the question is this. How deep is the water in the tank? So ano daw yung height ng ating spherical segment? Okay? So take note po, ang spherical segment natin is equal to 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by h squared multiplied by, okay, 3r minus h. Okay? Ayan. So given naman yung given naman yung volume ng segment, and given naman yung R, so hanapin natin si H dito. So this is now 5.236 is equal to 1/3 pi multiplied by H squared multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 minus H. So therefore, this is now 5.236 is equal to, okay, so simplify natin siya. So ito, punta natin sa loob. So this is now 2 pi h squared, tapos minus, okay, 1/3 pi multiplied by h cube. Okay? So, simplify na lang natin to further. So, this is a forming a cubic equation. So, this is now positive 1/3 pi h cube minus 2 pi h squared plus 5.236 is equal to 0. Okay? So, in solving for h, so cubic equation yung gagamitin natin. So, which has the form ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equal to 0. And this is under mode 5.4 on your calculator. Okay? Mode 5.4 on your calculator. Mode 5, then 4. So, 4. ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Or in your canon pala. So, for your canon, so this is mode 5. Tapos, next page, tapos, 3 yata. Okay? Yeah. So, sige. Try natin. Four. So, this is now. Okay, ito yung A natin. Ito yung B. Yung C, 0. Ito yung D. So, this is now 1/3 times pi. So, press equals. Next, minus 2 pi. Press equals. C is 0. Wala siyang linear term. Next is 5.236. So, therefore, yung isang H natin dito, unang H is 5.854. Pangalawang H, so 1. Pangatlong H, so 3 roots kasi ito. So, negative 854. Negative 0.854. Ayan. So, ano na ang sagot dito, sir? Since tatlo. Okay, so kung titingnan natin dito, yung unang root natin dito is hindi pwede. So, not possible. Bakit? Okay? So, kung yung R natin dito is 4, or sorry, yung diameter natin dito is 4, so ibig sabihin, hindi na possible tong 5. Ibig sabihin, umapaw na siya. Okay? Okay, hindi na possible tong first H natin dito. Yung pangalawang H, so 1, this is possible. Kasi nga, hindi siya mataas dun sa 2 natin dito. Okay, so less than the radius siya, no? So, pasok na pasok. So, pangatlong root, so wala namang negative na root, so this is not applicable. Kasi nga, negative. Okay? So, therefore, ang sagot ay 1. Letter D. Okay, so number 36. If the lateral surface area of a cylinder circumscribed about a sphere is A, so what is the total surface area of the sphere? Take note po, ang nilagay natin sa loob ng cylinder natin is a sphere. Okay, so for example lang, if your sphere is a perfect fit to your cylinder, so katulad na nandito sa figure, okay, fit na fit siya dun sa ating cylinder, then yung ating ano dito, we can say that your um, height is equal to your diameter, or this is equal to 2 times yung ating radius. So as you can see, no, the fit. So, kung ano yung height mo, yun rin yung diameter ng sphere mo. Okay? Ayan. So, kung i-take into account natin yung lateral area ng isang cylinder, okay, LA. So, LA ng cylinder, and this is equal to A. So, ano daw yung connection ng total surface ng area or total surface area ng sphere natin doon sa lateral area. Okay, so take note po dito. Okay, so coming again from your cylinder, kapag tinik into account lang natin dyan yung lateral area, so this is equal to 2 pi r times h. Okay, and this is equal to A. And since sabi nga natin kanina, since perfect fit naman yung ating sphere dun sa ating cylinder, therefore your height will be equal to 2r. So therefore this is 2 pi times r times yung ating h dito, which is equal to 2r. And this is now equal to A. So therefore this is now equal to what? Okay, so this is equal to 4 pi r squared, and this is equal to A. So take note po, balikan natin yung surface area ng sphere. So for a sphere, so ang ating total surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. So therefore, yung A na to, equal rin yan sa total surface area ng ating sphere. And therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? So next tayo. Number 37. So, pero bago yung number 37, let's move on now to your cone. Okay? So, take note po yung mga figures na susunod is meron na siyang um, vertex or apex. Okay? May patusok na siya. Okay? So, kapag mga ganito, so take note lang po, this is V is equal to 1/3 times B times H. Wherein yung B natin, so this is the base area, and yung ating H, this is the height. Okay? So, one good example of this is a cone. Okay? So, take note po, yung base area natin dito is a circle. So, ito yung circle na yan, base area yan. So, therefore, yung ating base area dito or yung B, so this is equal to pi r squared. So, therefore, ito yung formula ng ating volume ng cone. So, that is equal to 1/3 multiplied by pi r squared times h. Okay? So, where in your r is the radius of the cone. So, r is the radius. And your h is the height or the altitude. Okay? So, h is the height. Okay? So, how about the lateral area? So, when we say lateral area, this is equal to pi RL. So, take note po dito, may bago na naman tayong parameter. This is your L. So, ano naman tong L na ito? Okay? So, your L here is what we call your slant height. At ano yung slant height na yan? So, ito yun. So, this is your L. Okay? So, makukuha natin yung L na yan. So, by means of Pythagorean theorem, kasi nga, kung i-visualize natin siya. So, ito, constitutes a right triangle. Okay? So, kaya Pythagorean theorem lang yan. Okay? So, for your total surface area, so this is equal to the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So, yung base natin dito, base area, plus your lateral area. Okay? So, which is equal to pi r l. Okay? So, next tayo, punta na tayo sa Next sample problem, number 37. So a right circular cone has a base radius of 35 centimeters. So as you can see in the figure, and a height of 45 cm. So as you can see in the figure. So find its total surface area or TSA and ano po yung volume ng ating cone. So unahin muna natin yung um, volume. Okay, yun kasi mas madali dito. So V is equal to 1/3 pi R squared times H. Okay, so given yung R, given yung H. So V now is equal to 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by R, which is equal to 35 squared times yung ating H, which is 45. So therefore, what's now your V equal to? So 1/3. So lakyan lang natin yung calculate. Okay, so 1/3 pi multiplied by 35 squared times yung ating height na 45. So this is equal to 57,726. Point, okay, 77. So this is cubic centimeters. So this is the volume. So how about the total surface area? So take note po, total surface area is equal to the area of the circle plus yung ating pi times yung ating r times yung ating L, or this is your lateral area. So pero ang problema natin dito is wala pa tayong L. So saan natin kukunin yung L na yan? So that is A. So by means of Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so L now here is equal to, okay, square root ng 45 squared plus 35 squared. So therefore, what's now your L equal to? So for square root of 45 squared plus 35 squared. So this is 5 square root of 130. Okay? So yan yung L. Okay? So therefore, total surface area now is equal to area of a circle. So that is pi multiplied by r. So r is 35. So the quantity squared plus yung ating pi times yung r, which is 35, times yung L na 5 square root of 130. So therefore, what's now your total surface area? So pi multiplied by 35 squared plus pi multiplied by 35 times 5 square root of 130. So this is now equal to, okay, 10,116.89. So square centimeters. So therefore, this is approximately letter A. Okay, so let's move on to the next, number 38. So calculate the surface area. So kung walang sinabing klaseng area dito, so this is your total surface area. So given that your diameter is 6 centimeters, so meaning your R here is 3 centimeters. And okay, yung ating L, which is equal to 5 centimeters slant height. Okay, so ang problema natin dito is total surface area. So this is now equal to pi r squared. So this is the area of a circle plus yung ating lateral area na pi rl. Okay, so therefore this is now pi multiplied by 3 squared plus pi multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Okay, so therefore what's now your, okay, total surface area? So that is 3 or pi multiplied by 3 squared plus pi multiplied by, okay, 5 times 3. So this is equal to 24 pi or 75.5 4. Okay, 75.4 centimeters squared. So, pero ito, wala sa choices. Okay, so therefore, we will troubleshoot. Okay, so instead na total surface area, replace it with lateral. So how about this? So kapag lateral siya, so replace with lateral area. Okay, so therefore kung lateral area yung hinahanap, so this is equal to um pi RL lang. So this is now equal to pi multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So therefore what's now your lateral area equal to, so pi multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, 15 pi or 47.124. So 47.124, okay, square centimeter. So therefore the answer is letter A. So this is lateral area. Okay, so the next problem will be an imaginary problem or imagination. So, gagamitan niyo siya ng imahinasyon. Okay? So, a cone is made up or made by rolling a sector. So, as you can see, itong sector na to, i-roll down natin yan. So, with 72 centimeters diameter, so meaning yung radius mo dito is 36 centimeters and 150-degree angle. So, what is the cone's volume? So, hanapin natin daw yung volume. Okay, ng cone. So, galing sa sector natin yung ating cone dito. So, for example, itong side na to, at saka yung side na to, pinagkabit natin. So, kung pinagkabit natin itong side na to, at saka yung side na to, so it will form a cone, okay? Para siyang apa, okay? Apa na walang ano dito sa baba natin, no? Okay? So, yan. And yung, okay, yung magiging ano na natin dito, magiging slant height na natin dito is yung ating, okay, radius ng ating sector. So, take note po, slant height ng ating cone is equal to, okay, yung radius ng sector. And this is equal to 36. So, eto, 36 na yan. Okay? So, ano pa yung pwede natin maano dito? Magawa ng relationship. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, itong portion na to, itong arc length natin dito, okay, is that magiging ano na yan, okay? So, yan na yung magiging circumference ng ating sector dito. So, kung i-imagine natin to i-roll or pagdidikitin natin ito, at saka ito. So, magiging circumference na yan ng ating base dun sa cone. So, take note po dito, circumference ng base ng cone. So, sinang base ng cone natin is equal to the arc length. Okay? So, arc length ng sector. Or tama. Arc length ng sector or a portion of this circle. So, paano natin makukuha yung arc length? So, that is equal to r theta in radians. Okay, so therefore, this is now equal to what? This is now equal to 36 multiplied by, okay, 150 degrees multiplied by pi over 180. Okay? So, and natin, 36 multiplied by 150 pi over 180. So, this is equal to 30 pi. So, this is now the circumference of the base of the cone. So, this is equal to 30 pi. Okay? Ngayon, take note po, ang circumference ulit natin, so this is equal to 2 pi r. So, 2 pi r ng cone natin. So, therefore, equating this furthermore, so this is now equal to 2 pi r ng cone is equal to 30 pi. So, ngayon, ano dito? Mangyayari? So, magka-cancel na yung pi natin dito at saka pi. Then, dividing both sides by 2. So, this is now equal to r ng cone is equal to 15. And from here, meron na tayong slant height, meron na tayong radius. So, ang kulang na lang sa atin is yung height para makuha natin yung volume. So, take note po, from your Pythagorean theorem, pwede natin makuha yung height. So, height is equal to the square root of, okay, 36 squared minus 15 squared. Okay, so this right triangle here. So, itong portion na to. Okay, so therefore, this is now equal to what? So, square root ng 36 squared minus 15 squared. So, therefore, this is now equal to 3 square root of 119. Okay? So, kunin na natin yung volume ng cone. So, this is now equal to 1/3 ng pi r squared times height. So, this is now equal to 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by r, which is 15 squared multiplied by the height. So that is 3 square root of 119. So therefore, this is now equal to 1. So this is multiplied by 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 15 squared. So therefore, this is now equal to, so 7,710.91. So 7,710.91 cubic centimeters, or this is approximately letter, okay, letter A. So letter A yung sagot. Okay, let's move on to the next. Number 40. So the ratio of the cone's volume to its lateral surface area, so volume ng cone to the lateral surface area, which is LA ng cone, is equal to 2:1 or 2/1. So if yung height daw ng cone natin is 15, so what's now the slant height to radius ratio? So L over R na ratio natin. So ano daw yung L over R na ratio? Okay, so take note po, gawin na lang natin dito, lagay natin yung mga formula ng volume ng cone at ng, okay, lateral area. So this is now 1/3 pi multiplied by r squared h over pi multiplied by r multiplied by L, and this is now equal to 2:1 or 2/1. So ano pang pwede mangyari dito? So magka-cancel na si pi at saka si pi. Ano pa? Kung isang r dito at isang r dito, magiging r raised to 1 na lang. And take note po, pwede nating ilagay dito si 15 sa h. So therefore, this is now 15/3. So 15/3 is 5 times r all over L. And this is now equal to 2:1. Okay? So, ang gusto natin is L over R. So, gawin na lang natin is that i-reciprocate natin or baliktarin natin tong 5R over L. So, this is now L over 5R is equal to, so kung ano ginawa mo sa um, left side, yun rin yung gagawin mo sa right side. So, it will become also, okay, 1/2. Okay? So, simplifying further, so, etong 5 na to is ipunta natin dito sa kabilang side. So, therefore, cross multiply. So, this will become L over R is equal to 5/2. So, therefore, the ratio of L is to R is equal to 5:2. And this is letter A. 5:2. Okay? So next tayo, last 5 problems. So pero bago yan, so let's move on to the next topic here. So tapos na tayo sa cone. So let's move on to the next type of apex solid, so which is your pyramid. Okay? So katulad rin ng cone, ang pyramid natin ay may apex. Okay? Meaning may patusok siya sa taas. Okay, so yung formula nito, meaning is, okay, so 1/3 BH, okay, where your B is the area of the base and your H is the height. Okay, so ang always na titingnan nyo lang dito is yung area or kung ano yung base ninyo. So there are many kinds of pyramids. Meron tayong triangular pyramid, okay, rectangular pyramid, pentagonal pyramid. So, nasa sa problem na yan kung ano ang gagamitin niyang base. Okay, tingnan nyo na lang doon. Importante yung base sa pag-solve ng volume ng pyramid natin. So, take for example yung problem na to, number 41. So, a square base pyramid has a base edge of 15. Okay, yung side ng ating square is 15 and a height of 25. So, ito yon. So, ano daw yung volume ng ating pyramid? So, take note po. So, for the volume of a pyramid is V is equal to 1/3 base area multiplied by H. But what is the base? So, take note po, this is a square. So therefore, this is now equal to, okay, S squared or E squared. So therefore, this is now V is equal to 1/3 multiplied by S squared. So this is 15 squared multiplied by, okay, yung height natin na 25. So therefore, V now is equal to how many cubic centimeters? So 15 squared times 25. So this is now equal to 1,875 square centimeters. Or sorry, cubic centimeters, I should say. So this is letter B. Ayan. So ganyan lang ang pyramid natin, no? Okay, so for the volume. So let's move on to the frustum. So take note lang po dito sa problem set natin, hindi 100% ang ibibigay sa inyo mga formula. So all you need to do is to memorize other formulas other than this given formulas na dito. Kasi nga po, kapag i-discuss natin lahat ng mga formulas, isa abutin tayo ng buwan, okay? Bago matapos yung solid mensuration. Okay? So, yung mga pili na lang yung ginamit ko dito. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa next. Okay? Na type ng solid. So, for example, yung pyramid natin, tapos, magpapass through tayo dito ng isang plane sheet parallel to the base. So, ang mangyayari dyan is that magiging flat na yung nandito. So, mawawala na tong apex natin. So, flat na yung nasa taas. Okay? And this is a type of a frustum. Okay? So, a frustum of a pyramid. So, pinutol na pyramid. Okay? For short. Okay? So, yung pagkaputol, parallel dun sa base. Okay? Para siyang talampas, kumbaga. Okay? Ayan. So, for the frustum of a pyramid, so yung volume niyaan is equal to H over 3 multiplied by the quantity S1 plus S2 times the square root of S1 times S2, wherein yung S1, so this is the area of the upper base. S2 is the area of the lower base. And yung ating H, this is the height of the frustum. Okay? Ayan. So, take note po, yung pagkakat natin dito is parallel. So, sir, how about kapag nakaslanting? Okay, kapag ganyan. So, this is another type of a pyramid, so which is what we call your truncated pyramid naman. Okay? So, that's another story. Okay? Ayan. So, pero mag-focus muna tayo sa parallel. pag-cut. Okay? Ayan. So, for a frustum, ito yung formula natin. So, please take note. So, let's have number 42. So, a frustum of a regular pyramid has an upper base of 8 meter by 80 meter. So, 8 by 80. So, and a lower base of 10 by 100. So, ito, 100 by 10. Okay? And a height of 5 meters. So, ito, height niya is 5 meters. What is the volume of the frustum? So, take note of the formula. Volume is equal to H over 3 multiplied by S1 plus S2 plus square root ng S1 times S2. Okay? E di kunin muna natin yung S1 at saka S2 dito. So, S1 is equal to, okay, yung upper base natin. So, this is 8 by 80. So, rectangular siya. So, 8 by 80 is equal to 640. And yung ating S2, so this is equal to 10 by 100. So, 10 by 100 is 1,000. Tama ba? Okay, so 1,000. So, therefore, V now is equal to 5 over 3 multiplied by 640 plus 1,000 plus square root ng 640 times 1,000. So, therefore, what's now your V equal to? So, 5/3 multiplied by 640 plus 1,000 plus square root ng 640 times 1,000. So therefore, this is now equal to 4,066.667. So 4,066.667. So this is in cubic meters. And this is letter A. So this is for the frustum of a pyramid. Sir, meron po bang frustum ng cone? Yes, okay. So that's the next formula na yaan natin. Okay, so for example, merong cone, tapos pinutol natin yung apex niya or kinat natin siya parallel to the base. So ito yung kakalabasan niya. So that's a frustum of a cone. Okay? So, for the volume of the frustum of the cone, so therefore, yung V natin dito is equal to pi h over 3 times the quantity. So, r squared plus small letter r squared plus big letter r times small letter r. So, take note po dito, no? Dalawa yung r natin. Big letter r at saka small letter r. Okay? So, we're in yung ating big letter R. So, this is the radius of the big base circle. So, yun yung malaking base radius natin dito. And for small letter R, this is the radius of the small base circle. So, ito yon. And the H is the height of the frustum. Okay, so i-try natin yung number 43. So we have a reservoir contains 28.54 cubic meters of water when complete. So the diameter of the upper base, so ito. So diameter daw natin dito is 3.5 meters while the lower base, so yung diameter daw natin dito is 2.5 meters. So find the height of the reservoir or hahanapin daw natin yung height na to if this is in the form of a frustum of a right circular cone. Okay? Ayan. So, take note po, volume natin, 28.54. Okay? So, take note lang rin, yung volume ng frustum ng cone is equal to K pi multiplied by H over 3 multiplied by big letter R squared plus small letter R squared plus capital letter R times small letter r. But however, ang binigay sa atin is diameters. So therefore, we need to find the radius first of the two radii here. Okay, so unahin muna natin yung capital letter R. So this is now equal to 3.5 over 2. So what's now your 3.5 over 2 equal to? So this is equal to 1.75. And for your small letter r, so that is equal to 2.5 over 2. And this is now equal to what? So 2.5 over 2 is equal to 1.25. So, i-substitute na natin yung mga parameters natin dito sa formula natin. So, this is now 28.54 is equal to 5 multiplied by h over 3 multiplied by the quantity 1.75 squared plus 1.25 squared plus 1.75 multiplied by 1.25. Yeah. So 28.54 is equal to 5 times x over 3 multiplied by 1.75 squared plus 1.25 squared plus 1.75 times 1.25. So therefore, this is equal to 4. So h now is equal to 4 meters. Yan. So, punta na tayo sa next lesson. So, which is your, okay, similar solids. So, when we say similar solids, from the word similar, magkatugma, okay? So, are those that have the same shape, but not the same size, which means corresponding segments are proportional and corresponding faces are similar polygons. So, at ganito lang yan. So, kapag similar solids is that, okay, meron tayong two different solids dito. Okay, so it's either malaki or maliit. Okay, so for example, ito na sa picture natin. Okay, ito. So, ngayon, kapag kumuha tayo dito ng maliit na ano dito, maliit na solid galing dito sa picture na to. So like for example, ito, ginawa natin ganyan. So therefore, there are two different solids na na-form. Okay? But however, they are similar kasi, okay, yung maliit na to nanggaling dito sa malaki. So they are proportional in the same way or the same manner. Okay? So kung yung maliit na to is nanggaling doon sa malaki, then they are similar. Okay? So because their sizes are proportional to each other. Okay? Ayan. So paano po natin magagamit yung relationship ng similar solids natin? So this is by ratio and proportion. Because sabi nga ng definition natin, corresponding segments are proportional and corresponding faces are similar polygons or proportional polygons. Okay? Ayan. So, computations on similar solids, take note po, pwede pong linear dimensions versus linear dimensions. Pwede rin pong linear dimensions versus the area. Pwede rin linear dimensions versus the volume or area versus the volume. Okay? Let's say yung subscript na S dito, yung maliit, and yung subscript na B is malaki. Okay? So therefore, kunin lang natin yung unang first na natin dito. Okay? Relationship, which is your linear versus linear. Okay? So for example, yung height natin na to versus sa height na to, tapos yung edge na to versus sa edge na to. Okay? So let's call this as HB. This is SB. This is HS at saka SS. Okay? So, yung ratio ng HB over SB is equal yan sa HS over SS. So, that's for linear dimension. Kasi nga, ang ano pa lang nito, ang exponent pa lang nito raised to 1. So, for example, feet, inches, meter, okay? Meter is to meter, feet is to feet, inches is to inches. So, kukuha ka lang ng ratio and proportion. So, while for linear dimension versus the area, ganito naman mangyayari dyan. So, let's say ito yung malaki, yung subscript nito is B, ito S. Okay? So, we have here an area na malaki versus dun sa area na maliit, AS. Tapos, let's say height na lang, no? So, height na to, HB versus sa height na to. So, HS. Okay? Ngayon, kung kukunin natin yung ano natin dito, relationship ng linear dimension versus yung area, so this is now equal to 1. Okay? So, area ng malaki over area ng maliit is equal to height ng malaki all over height ng maliit. Pero take note po, incompatible pa to. Okay? Kasi nga ito, cm squared, ito cm lang. Or pwedeng sabihin natin inches squared, ito inches. So para maging compatible yan, ang gagawin lang natin dito is is-squared natin tong linear dimension. Para dito, naka-squared to, naka-squared rin yan. Okay? So ganyan po kapag linear dimension versus area. So, next. Linear dimension versus volume. So, for example, itong buong to, volume yan, volume na yan. So, versus sa volume na to, tapos yung height na to, versus sa height na to. Okay, let's say yung volume dito na malaki is VB. So, volume na maliit is VS. Then, yung height na to is HB. Then, yung height ng maliit is HS. Okay? So, take note lang po paano natin i-relate yung dalawang to. So, volume ng malaki over volume ng maliit is equal to HB over HS. Pero take note po, inches cube ito, inch lang ito kasi linear dimension lang siya. So, para maging compatible, ganun ulit yung gawin natin. So, ito, erase to 3 natin. Okay? So, yan. So, ganyan lang yung gagawin nyo if they are similar figures. Okay? Next, area versus volume. Okay? So, for example, okay, yung volume natin dito. So, let's call this as VB. So, yung volume natin dito, VS sa maliit. Then, area na malaki is AB. Yung area na maliit is AS. Okay? So, paano natin i-relate yan? So, therefore, this is now VB over VS is equal to AB over AS. Take note po, cubic centimeters ito, square centimeters ito. So, hindi sila compatible. So, para maging compatible sila, ito, erase to 2 ninyo ito, yung volume, ito, erase to 3 nyo, para magpapalitan sila ng exponent. Okay? So, kung ni-raise to 2 natin to at ni-raise to 3 natin ito, so this is now centimeters raised to 6, ito centimeters raised to 6, hence they are compatible. Okay? So, ganyan lang yung gagawin ninyo. So, yan yung pwede nating magamit or this is a tool for you able to solve different problems involving similar figures or similar solids. Okay? Sige. Punta na tayo sa next problem natin, number 44. Sir, a conical container with a height of 24 centimeters. So, ito, height natin dito. Cone na yan. So, and a diameter of 12. So, therefore, yung radius natin dito is 6. Okay, 6 centimeters. And this is filled with water to a depth of 18 centimeters. So, ito. Yan. 18. So, what is the volume of the water? So, as you can see here, meron tayo ditong dalawang cone na form. Itong cone na ito, at syempre, yung nalagyan ng water. So, which is ito. Okay? So, paano natin yan i-relate sa isa't isa? So, we will use similar figures. Similar figures. Okay, so paano natin makukuha yung volume ng water? So, dalawa yung solution dito. So, pwedeng linear versus linear or volume versus linear. So, unahin muna natin yung linear versus linear. So, making use of similar triangles. So, this is your method 1. So, similar triangle. So, ito. Okay, yan. So, this is now equal to what? Okay. So, yung height na malaki, ito, over height ng maliit. So, which is ito. So, this is HV, this is HS, is equal to radius ng malaki. So, this is radius ng malaki over radius ng maliit. So, which is ito. Hindi natin alam to, no? Okay, so this is RS. So, this is your RP. So, paano natin yan gagawin? So, this is now 24 over 18 is equal to 6 all over RS. So, makukuha natin yung radius ng maliit or length na maliit. So, this is now 24 over 18 is equal to 6 over X. So, therefore, RS now is equal to 4.5. Then, i-apply na natin yung volume ng cone dito sa maliit. So, this is now, volume ng cone is equal to 1/3 pi r squared times h. Pero, ang maliit na r yung gagamitin natin dito at maliit na h yung gagamitin natin dito. So, therefore, this is now 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 4.5 squared multiplied by 18. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 4.5 squared times 18. So this is equal to 381.703. 704 na sabihin mo. Cubic centimeters. So this is for your method 1. How about for your method number 2? So for your method number 2, so pwede natin gamitin yung volume versus linear dimension. So, volume ng ating malaking cone all over volume ng ating smaller cone, or balik na rin na lang natin since smaller cone yung gusto natin, no? So, volume ng smaller cone over volume ng bigger cone is equal to, yung ating height ng smaller cone all over height ng bigger cone natin. Pero ito, naka-quantity cube. Okay, so therefore, this is now Vs is equal to Vb multiplied by HS over HB, the quantity Q. Okay, so therefore, apply natin dito yung mga parameters natin. So this is now 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by R. R ng ating malaki is 6. The quantity squared multiplied by yung H na malaki. So this is now 24 multiplied by H ng maliit. So that is 18 all over H ng all, that is H ng malaki, no? So this is now 24. This is the quantity cube. So this is now equal to what? So 1/3 times pi multiplied by 6 squared multiplied by 24 multiplied by 18 over 24 is cube. So therefore, this is now equal to 381.704. So parehas pa rin siya na. So pwede yung gamitin yung method 1 or yung method 2 dito. So sa method 2 kasi diretso siya. Ayan. So next tayo. Hindi ko nasulat, no? I-ano nyo na lang. Take note nyo na lang. So we have your truncated prisms. So for truncated prisms, so yung formula natin for the base or for the volume, I should say, so this is now equal to BH average. So where in yung B natin, so this is your base area. So H ab natin is equal to the average of your height. Okay, of your different heights. Kasi nga, ang itsura ng truncated prisms natin is that, so paslanting yung pagkat. Okay, so ibig sabihin hindi pantay-pantay yung height natin dito. Ayan siya. So, ito yung formula natin. So, let's try to solve this number 45 here. So, this is our last problem. So, the truncated prism has a triangular base defined by points A, B, and C. So, ito yung points A, point B, point C. Okay, so alisin ko lang to, no? Ayan. So, the sides A, B are 10. So, 10 feet. So, ito yon. So, we have BC that is 9. And CA that is 12. So, ito yon. Yung 12 na yan. So, the perpendicular heights at A, B, and C are 8.6. So, ito, pinakamalaki. Next is 7.1. So, ito, medium size. At yung pinakamaliit is 5.5. Okay? So, as you can see, yung pagkakat niya is slanting. Okay? So, ito yung ano natin dito, yung portion na to, naka-slide siya or naka-incline siya. Ayan. So, find the volume. So, since truncated prism siya, so ang volume natin dito is B multiplied by H average. Okay? So, where your B, this is the area of the base. And yung ating H, this is now equal to H1 plus H2 plus H3 over 3 kasi tatlo yung height natin. So take note po yung area ng base natin dito. So this is the area of a triangle and pwede natin makuha yan using Heron's formula kasi 3 sides are given. Okay, so store muna natin sa ABC yung ating mga sides. So A is 10, B is 9, C is 12. So A is 10, 9 is to B, then 12 is to C. Okay, then try natin kunin yung semi-perimeter. So S now is equal to A plus B plus C all over 2. So this is now alpha A plus alpha B plus alpha C all over 2. So that is 15.5. Store natin yan sa D. Ayan. So, Shift RC LD. Okay, so apply natin yung base. So this is now equal to square root ng D multiplied by D minus A times D minus B times D minus C. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So square root ng D multiplied by D minus A times D minus B times D minus C. And this is now equal to 44.039. So 44.039. So this is the base area. Okay? Ayan. So, kumpletuhin ko na lang. Base area. Okay? So, kunin na natin yung volume. So, volume now is equal to 44.039 multiplied by the H. Okay? H average. So, this is now 8.6 plus 7.1 plus 5.5 all over 3. So, yung answer natin, multiply natin sa 8.6 plus 7.1 plus 5.5 all over 3. So, therefore, the volume now is equal to 311.209. So, V now is 311.209 cubic foot. So, that's letter B. So, meron lang akong i-discuss sa inyo na isa pang topic pero wala kasing problem dito na sample. So, which is your prismatoid. Okay, so for a prismatoid, so this is a polyhedron having bases containing all its vertices into parallel planes. Okay, so as you can see here, so this is a irregular solid, no? Okay, so ibig sabihin hindi pantay-pantay yung pagkakakat sa kanya. So take note po, the lateral faces are triangles or trapezoids or pwedeng parallelograms or circles with only one side lying on one side of its two bases. Okay, so as you can see, ito siya, no? So ang kailangan lang natin dito para sa mga ganitong figures is tatlo. Okay, tatlong surfaces. So ito, at saka to. Okay, so ano yung mga yan? So yung A1 dito at saka A2, so this is the area of the parallel bases. So A1 at saka A2, and yung ating AM naman, so this is the mid area. Okay? Midway between A1 at saka A. So yung gitnang area. So that's your AM. Okay, wherein yung ating L naman, so this is the perpendicular distance naman between A1 at saka A. So L yan. So yung volume niyaan is equal to L over 6 multiplied by A1 plus 4M plus A2. So, take note po, ito yung formula at marami tayong mag-derive dito na formula. Okay? Like for example, yung ating sphere. Okay. Yan. So, ito yung A1 natin, A2, then ito yung middle. So, AM. Okay? So, yung A1 natin 0, kasi wala tayong cross-section dito. A2 is 0 ulit. Tapos yung AM natin, so that is equal to pi r squared. Okay, that's the area. Okay, so therefore, V now is equal to L. So ano yung L natin dito in terms of R? So this is equal to 2R. Okay, so therefore this is now 2R over 6 multiplied by 0 plus 4 times pi r squared plus 0. Okay, so gamitin ko na lang yung capital R, no? Dito. So therefore, B now is equal to what? So this is 2 times 4 over 6. So this is now equal to 4 thirds pi r cubed. So dito na formulate natin yung sphere. So pwede natin gamitin ito. Okay? Pero may mga different problems pa tayo involving the prismatoid formula. Okay? So that's it for your solid mensuration. Have a great day, everybody. So up next is analytic geometry.